Today our project is going to be building a tall tool organizer. Now what is a tall tool? Right here you can see we've got shovels, rakes, brooms, and all different types of things. So we've got our space cleaned out. We've got everything that was piled on the floor taken away. We've measured the measurements, and I don't need to tell you those because you're going to custom fit this to whatever your circumstances are. And next we're going to cut and assemble these parts. Some of the safety items you may want to have on hand on any project is safety glasses, hearing protection, as well as a dust mask. So now we've got our front and back edge of the containment center, as well as the two sides. We're going to screw these together. We're using really long screws to hold them real tight. So the next step is we're using goat fence. It's about a 4x4 opening, and this will allow us to stick the tall handles through these openings, and they'll have one on the bottom that will help stabilize it as well. So now I'm marking it to get the right adjustments. On the front, we're going to have 2x4s set flat to the surface, and we'll do the same on the back.
Here I'm using a bolt cutter to remove the 3/8 rod ends that overhang.
So the real trick here is figuring out how the legs are going to go from the upper part to the lower part. So I spaced them where a 2x4 would fit right in this corner. There's plenty of space back in these two corners, and the same is on this corner. Once I got the goat fence marked and cut to fit appropriately, then I put these little 3/8 metal strap. You can get those from Amazon. It's 3/8 here that fits, and this is 3/8 as well. Rods are 3/8. So it fits over perfect. Screw it down, and it keeps it real tight. I mean, there's no play in this whatsoever. And that's important when we're putting the shovels and things in and out. Here's the tricky part. If you notice in the back, I've got it mentioned back up. This is the bottom piece. So I've got the top piece laid in the bottom, and the bottom piece laid on top. Why? Because on the top, I want the grating to be underneath the 2x4s, and on the bottom, I want the grating to be on top of the 2x4s. So study that for a minute. The top's going to have the grating on the bottom, and the bottom's going to have the grating on the top. I've got the tall tool organizer completed and installed. If you see, it's here. It's got room to grow. So much space is completed. I did another little thing. I put a pegboard on the front of it, so you can also add short items there. You wouldn't want more than hooks or something like that. But as you can see over here, have all types of items on one of the doors. So pegboard is great for all kinds of small items in your shed. So that's the tall tool organizer project. That's my weekend project. I hope it'll be your weekend project too. I'll see you next time.